Good afternoon, students. Today I will be teaching you the story A Horse and Two Goats by R.K. Narayan. Now, R.K. Narayan is one of the few Indian authors who wrote about the simplicity of India, especially South India, in very flowery language, not simple language, flowery language. One of his book was adapted into a television series, Malgudi Days. It was a lovely story. So in this story, it's a comedy of errors, comedy that arises out of misunderstanding. An American man converses with a South Indian man who only knows to speak in Tamil, and the American man speaks in colloquial English. And out of that, we readers will have a great gala time because of the misunderstanding that's created and the comedy that is born out of it. So let's start. Of the 700,000 villages dotting the map of India, of the 700,000 villages spread throughout the map of India, Kritam was probably the tiniest, a microscopic dot on the map. It was a small village. It meant in Tamil coronet or crown, mukur, crown, Taj. The village consisted of less than 30 houses, painted a brilliant yellow and blue all over with gorgeous carvings of gods and gargoyles on its balustrade. So there was a big house there that was painted in yellow, and the balustrade means the railing. There were many carved human and animal faces, which is known as gargoyles. In his prosperous days, Muni, who is the lead protagonist, main character of the story, had only flock of 40 sheep. When he was very rich, he used to have 40 sheep and goats. Now he's become poor. The whole day he sits on the pedestal of a clay statue. Pedestal means a small platform on which a statue is based. Statue is mounted. So on that chabudra, as you call it in Hindi, on that pedestal Muni used to sit. Whole day he carried a crook, dawa or sickle like this, at the end of a bamboo pole, and snapped foliage. Foliage means leaves or bushes from the avenue of trees to feed his flock. He used to collect food stuff for his flock. His wife lit the domestic fire at dawn. Early in the morning, just after the sun used to rise, his wife used to keep the kitchen fire burning. And she boiled water in a mud pot, threw it into a handful of millet flour, added salt, and made lovely breakfast. Humble but lovely, as long as it feeds the stomach for Muni. When he started out, she would put in his hand a packed lunch. What was the lunch? Same millet cooked into a little ball, gola baladia, which he would swallow with a raw onion at midday. His fortunes had declined gradually. Muni has become poor. He's got only 2 goats now, which were tethered to the trunk of a drumstick tree. Tethered means fastened or tied. Drumstick, you know, what do you call this? Green things in Hindi you call the data or something like that. This morning he got 6, he carried them in a sense of triumph. He was very happy, he got drumsticks. He'll ask his wife to make chutney out of it, sauce. His wife said, if you are content with the drumstick leaves alone, I will boil and salt some for you. I can boil them, add some salt, and it will be a nice meal for you. Oh, I'm tired of eating those leaves, he's saying. I had a craving to chew the drumstick out of sauce. Make some sauce for me. You have only 4 teeth in your jaw. You have only 4 teeth. How long you want to chew? All things, alright, get the stuff for the sauce, I'll make it for you. After all, next year maybe you will be dead, she tells her husband. So, I'll satisfy your lonely craving, go. The store is empty today, kitchen is empty, go and get some food materials. Dal, chili, curry leaves, mustard, coriander, gingery oil, 1 large potato. Go and get hold of that. So Muni went to a shop from where he used to buy things in credit. He sat patiently on an upturned packing case. The packing case was upturned. Muni was sitting there. The shopman paid no attention to him. Shopman knew very well that Muni has come here to buy things on credit. So he was paying no heed or attention towards Muni. What ails you? You fly off the street into the gutter if you sneeze so hard, young man. Muni sneezed and the shopman called him a young man. Muni laughed accordingly. I started laughing. He was not feeling very laughing. He laughed just to make the shopman happy, that he liked his sense of humor, so that the shopman gets pleased and gives him things in credit. By thus humoring the shopman, Muni could always ask for 1 or 2 items of food, promising repayment later, which he never did. The shopman said, if you could find 5 rupees and a quarter, you will have paid off an ancient debt. Give me 5 and a quarter rupee and your debt will be clear. How much have you got now? I'll pay you everything on the 1st of the next month, Muni says. As always, and whom do you expect to rob by then? Are you going to rob somebody? Muni felt caught. He thought that the shopman has caught his tricks. The shopman understood that the Muni was not going to pay him. My daughter has sent word that she will be sending me money. He said, my daughter will be sending me money. sneered the shopman. You have a daughter and she's sending you money. For what purpose? Birthday, 50th birthday. Muni said quietly. Birthday, the shopman replied. How old are you? Muni repeated, weakly, not being sure of himself. 50. He always calculated his age from the time of the great famine when he stood as high as the parrot crowned the village well. He always calculated his age from a time when famine means an epidemic that causes starvation, lack of food took place, and he was this small that time. From then he calculated his age. More likely he was 70, the shopman said. You also forget that you mentioned a birthday of 5 weeks ago. Forget you have got a birthday? At this, Muni rose and moved off, started walking off. He later told his wife that scoundrel could not give me anything, the shopkeeper. He flung himself down in a corner and threw himself. He was feeling tired, being an old man. I can't find anything to give you to eat. Fast in the evening. It will do you good, the wife said. Don't come back before the sun is down. He knew that he obeyed her. She would somehow conjure to gather up food for him in the evening. Only he must be careful not to argue and irritate her. He didn't want to get into a verbal volley with his wife. He didn't want to piss her off or irritate her or make her angry, because if that's the case, that would be the case that she wouldn't try to gather up some food or cook some food up for Muni. He wanted her to keep in good temper. Her temper was undependable in the morning, but improved by evening time. Every morning she used to be very angry, but as day went by, she used to calm down. The shopman accepts he was 70. At 70, one only waits to be summoned by God. At 70, people always wait for their death. When he was dead, what would his wife do? He was thinking. They had lived in each other's company since they were children. Only on the outskirts, perhaps a large progeny would have brought him the blessings of the God. And he started walking. Only on the outskirts did he lift his head and look up. He was walking and he was trying to avoid eye contact with any of the villagers. He didn't want to get into a kind of conversation with them. He sat on his pedestal for the rest of the day. He used to go there, sit on the pedestal, that square platform or rectangular platform on which the clay hot statue was erected. It was a very magnificent clay hot statue. He would sit there and he used to watch lorries and trucks passing by. He used to feel that he belonged to the larger world. The horse was nearly life-size. It was a large horse, molded out of clay, baked, burnt, brightly colored, and reared its head proudly. Head used to be like that of the horse. Praising his forelegs in the air, the forelegs of the horse was like this, and flourishing his steering loop had a lovely tail. Beside the horse stood a warrior with sky-black mustaches. Sky means down, second. Mustache was like this of the warrior. The horse itself has to say to have been as white as a herbivore sheep, and had on his back a cover of pure brocade of red and black lace. It was white, it had a lovely brocade of red and white lace on top of it. Even Muni, who spent all his waking hours on his foot, never bothered to look up. Muni sat at the foot of the statue, watching his 2 goats grazing the rich soil. He used to watch his goats graze around, he used to sit there. He noticed now a new sort of vehicle coming down at full speed. While he was sitting there, he saw a new kind of lovely wagon coming towards him. It looked like both a motor car and a bus. It was a big vehicle. Today, while he observed the yellow vehicle coming down, he was wondering how to describe it later to his wife. Whatever he used to observe throughout the day, he used to describe that to his wife. A red-faced foreigner who had been driving it got down and went round it, stooping, bending down, looking and poking under the vehicle. Looked at the dashboard, stared towards Muni and came. Excuse me, is there a gas station nearby? He asked Muni. Or do I have to wait until another car comes? He suddenly looked up at the clay statue. While he was talking, he looked up at the clay statue, and as he saw, the American said, marvelous! Wow, a lovely clay statue with a warrior. He said, marvelous! Without completing his sentence, Muni felt he should get up and run away, cursed his age because he couldn't run that fast. He could not readily put his limbs into action. Alright, so from here, we'll stop the action now and continue the action in the next session. See you soon. All the best. A red-faced man, he wore khaki clothes, and Muni thought he was a policeman, because recently a murder has taken place in the village, and Muni thought the red man has come there to do the investigation. He will chase or shoot if I start running. Muni thought. He had to stop running. The foreigner came towards him and he said, Namaste. How do you do? How are you doing? At which Muni spoke the only English expressions he ever knew. He said, yes or no. My name is Muni. These two birds are mine. And no one can gainsay it. Though our village is full of slanderers these days, who will not hesitate to say that what belongs to a man doesn't belong to him. He said that these goats belong to me. You know, Tamil, they talk like that, the South Indian people. And he said that our village is full of crooks, frauds. They might tell you these goats are not mine. They can say anything. The foreigner faithfully looked in the direction indicated by Muni's fingers, grazed for a while at the two goats and the rocks, and then said, do you smoke? Muni answered, yes or no. What about the red-faced man who took a cigarette and gave it to Muni, who received it with surprise? He had always wanted to smoke his cigarette. Only once did the shopman give him one in credit. Muni drew a deep puff and started coughing. He couldn't take it. It was racking, no doubt, but extremely pleasant. It was strong, but very nice. Muni liked it. Smoking is injurious towards health. It's very bad habit, alright? The man said, I come from New York, took out a wallet from his pocket, presented his card. Muni shied away from his card. He thought the man was trying to present an arrest warrant. Alright, so he went on in the Chase Tamil he was speaking. Before God, sir, Bhagavan, who sees everything, I tell you, sir, that we know nothing of the case. I don't know anything. If the murder was committed, whoever did it will not escape. Bhagavan is not a seeing. Don't ask me about it. It's a knowledge. I know nothing. A body had been found mutilated and thrown under a tamarind tree. He's saying, just under an indica tamarind tree, a body was found, but I've got nothing to do with the murder. A murder took place. I'm sure you know when this horse was made, said the red man who was interested in the horse. Muni reacted by saying, please go away, sir. I know nothing. I promise we'll hold him for you if you see any bad character around. If you see anybody, I'll hold that person for you, but I've got nothing to do. Now the red man implored, please, please, I'll speak slowly. Try to understand. Can't you understand even a simple word of English? Everyone in this country seems to know English. Everyone in India speaks English. Why can't you speak in English? I've got along with English everywhere in this country. Now, the foreigner went on to explain. You see, last August, we probably had the hottest summer in history. I was working in shirt sleeves in my office on the 40th floor of the Empire State Building. So he used to stay in New York, used to work at the Empire State Building. One day his elevator got stuck because of power shortage. That day the foreigner doubted the benefits of the modern civilization and he decided to visit ancient civilizations like that of India. He told his wife Ruth, who was presently staying in Srinagar, that they'll come and visit him. Muni looked reflective at the end of his long oration. Yes, no, he said. When I was this high, he indicated a foot high, I heard my uncle say, no one can tell what he was planning to say. Suddenly the American said, boy, what is the secret of your teeth? How old are you? Muni forgot what he had started to say and remarked. Sometimes we do lose our cattle. American is not understanding what Muni is saying. Muni is not understanding what the American was saying. The American washed his hands intently and said, I know what you mean. Chop something, you want to cut something? Muni felt totally confused, but decided the best thing would be to make an attempt to get away from his place. The stranger almost pitied Muni's back to the statue and asked, isn't the statue yours? Why don't you sell it to me? I want to buy the statue. Why don't you sell the statue to me? Old man now understood the reference to the horse and said in his own language, when I was an urchin this size, when I was very small, I heard my grandfather explain this horse and warrior, and my grandfather was small when his grandfather explained about this horse to him. Muni followed the man's eyes, pointed fingers. Your language sounds wonderful. I get a kick out of every word you utter here, he said. I never went to school in those days, only Brahmin went to school. Muni says, since Brahmin belonged to the highest grade of society, only they went to school. The foreigner laughed heartily, took out another cigarette, offered it to Muni, who now smoked with ease. The American now stood upon the pedestal where the statue was mounted. Muni now assured that the subject was still the horse and not about the murdered dead body. He said, this is our guardian. At the end of Kali Yuga, this world will come to an end and Vishnu will take his 10th avatar, Dashavtar, Kalki, and he will come riding on a white horse with his sword and eliminate all evil forces. While he was brooding on this pleasant vision, the foreigner utilized the pause to say, I assure you that this will have the best home in the US. I'll take it, keep it in my house in America. Alright, we'll continue in the next session. See you soon, all the best. asked and said, "I'm not a millionaire, but a modest coffee man. I have got a coffee plantation." Muni understood this word coffee. If you want to drink coffee becomes kafi for Muni. Try further up in the next town, they have Friday market. There they open coffee hotels, coffee hotels. The foreigner said, "I repeat, I'm not a millionaire, I'm not a rich person. Ours is this modest business after all." Then the visitor, feeling that he had spent too much time, "Tell me, will you accept 100 rupees or not for the statue? Ruth can go by air if she likes. I'll take the statue along with me. And my vehicle as well. Lend me a hand, I can lift the horse from his pedestrian." You want to take the horse from the pedestrian, put in his vehicle. At this stage, the mutual mystification was complete. Mutual confusion. The foreigner getting confused regarding Muni, Muni getting confused regarding foreigner. Everything came to an end. I hope God has blessed you with numerous progeny. Progeny means children. In answer to this question, the red man dashed his hand into his pocket, brought forth his wallet in order to take immediate advantage of the bearish trend and gave him a 100-rupee note. Old man now realized that some financial element was entering their talk. The foreigner followed his look, decided that it would be a sound policy to show interest in the old man's spec. He had some goods, foreigner looked towards the goods. He went up casually to them, stroked their backs. Now the truth jogged of the old man. His dream of a lifetime was about to be realized. Muni thought the foreigner wanted to buy the goods, and his dream was to open a small store in the highway where he can sell some jaggeries, some sweets and all. A small grocery he wanted to open. Wanted to sell colored sweets, green coconut for the thirsty. The old man called at the station wagon and asked, "Are you carrying your coffin now?" He thought the American was interested in taking the goods away, but the American wanted to take the statue away. "Yes, of course," said the old man said, "This will be their first ride in a motor car." He was referring to the goats, and he was referring to the statue. The red man looked at the goats grazing peacefully, perched on the pedestrian of the horse as the westerly sun touched off, and he went away. Muni hurried homeward with the cash, securely tucked away at the waist in his dhoti, took the money, went away. He shut the street door, stole up softly to his wife as she squatted, who was sitting on her knees, and she was cooking something. She snatched the notes from him. 100 rupees? How did you come by it? Have you been stealing? Have you become a thief? I've sold our goats to a red-faced man. He was absolutely crazy to have them. He told the man wanted the goats. I sold that to him. Hardly had his words left his lips. They heard bleating outside. The goats came back. "How they are," she said. "What's the meaning of all this?" He muttered a great curse, seized one of the goats by its ears and shouted, "Where is that man? Don't you know you are his? Why did you come back?" The goat only wriggled in his grip. He asked the same question to the other goat as well. The goat shook itself. "If you are a thief, the police will come tonight and break your bones," the wife said. "Don't involve me. I'll go to my parents." The wife said, "I'll go to my parents' house." With this, the story comes to an end. A beautiful story of comedy of errors, misunderstanding of situation that gives rise to a comic relief. Alright, all the best. Homework will be from question number 1 to 12. Answers are provided. Take care. See you soon.